In this video we're gonna make this UI. Okay, we're gonna make this UI. Whenever we play click on this play button, we're gonna go over to game scene. Okay, as you can see. Okay, we're gonna make this today. So without furthering delay, let's dive into this topic. Go over to assets and then seed, head over to scenes folder. Okay, right click, create. We're gonna create a new scene. Okay, so we're gonna call this something like main menu. Okay, menu, short for menu. We're gonna call it menu and hit enter. Okay, double click that and save these things. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna create the menu. Firstly, we're gonna choose a background color. So as you can see, we have the main camera. Okay, it's like shooting. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna drag the assets. Okay, firstly I'm gonna so drag the assets. Okay, directly you can set. Okay, as you can see. So as you can see, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna create the main menu. So to create anything like UI elements, buttons like that, we have to use canvas. Okay, we have to use canvas. So what we need to do, we need to create a canvas. Then we're gonna place all of the UI elements like text, images. Okay, all of the UI elements we're gonna place in the canvas. So to do that, go to hierarchy, right click or hit the plus icon as you can see, and then go to UI and then select the canvas. Okay, select the canvas. What we're gonna do, and select the canvas if to focus on. Okay, select the canvas and if to focus on. So what we're gonna do, go to canvas scalar. Okay, you can see canvas scalar component. So UI scale mode, as you can see, we're gonna select this to scale with screen size. So it will scale with our screen size. Okay, the UI elements. So select the scale with screen size, and you can choose the resolution in the X and Y. So let's suppose we're gonna put 1920 by 1080. Okay, 1920 by 1080, 4K, like 4K. So what we're gonna do, right click on the canvas. Okay, right click on the canvas and create an empty game object, empty child object. Okay, create an empty child object. You can name it something like main menu. Okay, we're gonna name this to main menu. Okay, we're gonna name this to main menu, and go to rect transform and select this one and hold down alt on your keyboard. Okay, and select this bottom right one. Okay, so it will fit into our canvas. As you can see, the game object, okay, fitting in our canvas. So we're gonna place all of the UI elements into this main menu or the canvas. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna create two buttons. Okay, the first one we're gonna make the play button, and the second one we're gonna make the exit button. Okay, so what we're gonna do, right click on the main menu. Okay, go to UI and then go to legacy and then select the button, and select this, and hold down alt on your keyboard to resize from the center, as you can see. Okay, resize from the center, as you can see. So we're gonna resize this something like this much. I guess it is pretty fine. So what we're gonna do, so guys, rename the button. Okay, we're gonna call this something like play button. Okay, play button, we're gonna call this play button. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna increase the font size. So select the text in the play button. Okay, so we're gonna increase the font size. As you can see, we're gonna select font size to bold. Okay, and we're gonna make it 60, and we're gonna change the text. Okay, change the text, button text. We're gonna replace this with play button. Okay, play, something like that. I guess it's pretty fine. You can resize this. Okay, hold down alt on your keyboard, so it will resize from the center. So what we're gonna do, firstly we're gonna make it bigger, like this much. I guess it is. We're gonna increase the font size, so we're gonna make it 100. I guess it's pretty fine now. So what we're gonna do, you I select the button. Okay, select the button and say go to rect transform and select this one and hold down alt. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna select the center. You can select center one. Okay, center one. So it will resize, the button will resize with the screen, as you can see. Okay, so it will be centered always. Okay, so that's why we have to select. You can select any of them like bottom right, bottom left, something. Okay, so we're gonna choose the center, so it will center it from it will just stay in the center and it will resize itself with the screen size. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna duplicate this one. To duplicate, just control D, hit control D on your keyboard and move it down like this much. So we're gonna replace this, we're gonna call this button to something like exit button. Okay, we're gonna call this something like exit button. Okay, we're gonna call this exit button, and we're gonna replace the play text. As you can see, select the text and we're gonna change something like exit. Okay, exit. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna move it down little like this much. I guess it's pretty fine, and we're gonna move with this play button over the top. Okay, so we're gonna hook up. Okay, some unity event, as you can see on click event. So we will create we will this select icon. Okay, we have to select and we have to make some event. So before that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna create, okay, scene management. Okay, scene management script or the main menu script. So we're gonna create a main menu script which will handle our play button and the exit button whenever we press. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna access from event. Okay, so what we have to do, so just go over to script folder, right click, create C# script, name that C# script to main menu, something like that. Okay, main menu, something like that, and hit enter. Okay, hit enter and double click it to open up in Visual Studio. Okay, double click it to open up in Visual Studio. Double click it to open up in Visual Studio and head again to Unity. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna hook up this script to our main menu. We're gonna attach this main menu script to our main menu game object. Okay, as you can see in the canvas. Okay, so we have to place all of the UI elements into canvas. Okay, like text, images, fonts, everything. Okay, like UI. So what we're gonna do, just wait for to compile. So just wait for to compile, just wait for to compile, it will compile for a bit. As you can see, we have two methods by default, start and update function. We're gonna remove this, we're gonna don't we don't need this. So before that, we're gonna attach the script. So select the main menu game object and drag the main menu script to add component section and double click it to open up in Visual Studio. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna remove these two function, start and update function, we don't need this, and all and these two namespaces in the top. So so what we need, we're gonna, whenever we press the play button, okay, we're gonna go over to our sample scene or the game scene. Okay, or the game scene we want to go. So what we need, go to file, okay, and go to build settings. As you can see, sample scene, we have sample scene which we made the game. Okay, and this main menu, as you can see, right now we are in the main menu. So what we need to do, we need to drag the scene into the into this scenes in build, as you can see. So what we gonna do, we're gonna drag and we're gonna move it to the top because menu will be first. Okay, menu level will be first and then the game scene or the game will be the second. As you can see, index of them, since menu index is 0, okay, means the means this we are right now in, okay, on that menu. And as you can see the sample scene, we will whenever we play the button, we will go to this scene. Okay, whenever we play the button, we will go this scene. So we need to use this click event. If we go to this button, as you can see on click event, whenever we click, we're gonna click, we're gonna add an event. In that event, okay, it will go through. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna create, firstly we need to use using Unity Engine dot scene management. Basically that is responsible for like going to another scene. Okay, it will allow us to go to another scene. So we have to use using, okay, using Unity Engine dot scene management. Okay, namespaces, you have to use this. So it will allow us to go to from one scene to another scene. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna create two buttons. Okay, one is play button and the exit button. So we're gonna make it public. So we're gonna call through this event, we have to hit the plus icon and we have to drag the script to that. Then we're gonna so that's why we have to make public both of this button. Okay, what we're gonna call this one first, but we're gonna make it public, and this will be function. We have to type void and we will call this something like play button. Okay, and you have to make this first bracket and the second bracket. So what we're gonna do, so whenever we click the play button, okay, we're gonna call this function. Okay, we're gonna call this function. Firstly, we're gonna check if it's working or not. So we have to type this debug dot log. We will say something like we have to pass the string into in this parenthesis. So what we're gonna do, let's say go to level or go to gameplay. Okay, gameplay, something like that. Okay, control as on your keyboard. So whenever we click on the play button, we're gonna call this function, and this function, as you can see, debug.log, it will print out this message, go to gameplay. Okay, it will print out on the console. So control as on your keyboard and head again to Unity. So what we need to do, we need to add hit the plus icon in the play button. Okay, we're gonna drag the script and we're gonna go to main menu script. As you can see, this is main menu script. We will go to this script and we're gonna access this function, play button function. Okay, so just wait for to compile, just wait for to compile, and we're gonna hook it up to our play button. Okay, just wait for to compile. So if we select, just wait for to compile. So if we select the play button, as you can see on click, so we have to you hit this plus icon and we're gonna drag the main menu script. As we know, we attach the main menu script with this main menu game object. So what we need to do, we need to drag this game object, okay, into this slot, and we're gonna go to, as you can see, by default it's selected no function. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to this main menu script. Okay, this main menu game object. Firstly, we are going to this main menu game object, and we are going to this main menu script. Then we're gonna access this play button function. Okay, play button function. So go to no, which is selected no function. So we're gonna go to main menu, as you can see, and over here you will able to see the play button. As you can see, if you don't make that public, so we won't able to see that. So that's why we have to make that public. So we're gonna select this. Okay, so whenever we gonna click the play button, we will able to see this message. Okay, debug.log, go to gameplay, as you can see. So we have to select the console. Okay, if you can find the console, just go to window in the top, and then general or console. Okay, control shift plus C as well, shortcut key. So we're gonna play the game. Okay, whenever we play we press the play button. Okay, this event will call. Okay, the play button, this event will, firstly we are going to main menu script and we are just calling the play button function as we set in the script. So if we play, as you can see, go to gameplay. If we double click, as you can see, it's saying go to gameplay, means it's working. So what we're gonna do, instead of printing out message, we're gonna go to next level. Okay, we're gonna go to next level. So you have to add this using Unity engine dot scene management namespace. It allow us to go to or change scenes from one to another. Okay, so that's why we have to use this using Unity engine dot scene management. So instead of printing out message, we're gonna go to the game scene. Okay, or the game scene. So what we need to do, we need to use this. Okay, scene manager. Okay, scene manager dot load scene. Okay, at scene manager dot load scene, this function will take, okay, the name of the scene you want to go, or either you can put the index of the level or the scene, or you can just do the name in quotation. Okay, so as you can see, if we go to file, okay, if we go to file and then build setting, as you can see, the scene has been assigned by an index in the right. As you can see, the main menu index menu scene index is 0 and the sample scene index is 1. You can pass the index as well the name. It's up to you what we gonna do. We're gonna pass the sample scene name, or we're gonna put the index. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pass the sample scene. We have to type the same name of the scene, okay, sample scene, or you can just put the index, it will be fine as well. As we know, the sample scene index is 1. If we pass in this parenthesis 1, so it will also do the same thing. So we have to end up with semicolon as well. So control S on your keyboard and head back to Unity. You will able to see whenever we press the play button, okay, we will go over to gameplay scene. Okay, we will go over to gameplay scene. Just wait for to compile and you will able to see that. Okay, so just, and we also need to make this prefab, main menu prefab. Okay, if we lost from the scene or hierarchy, we won't able to restore that. So that's why we have to make a copy of that main menu game object or prefab. Okay, that's also mean prefab means basically copy of that game object. Okay, so if we hit play, okay, if we press the play button, we will call this play button function. Okay, and the play button function, as you can see, scene manager dot load scene, it will load the scene, it will take the index or the name of the scene you want to go. Okay, so we pass the sample scene, as you can see. So we will go over to the gameplay. So if we hit the play button, I guess we choose it the wrong one. So what we gonna do, I choose it the wrong one. So if we go to, okay, so what we gonna do, if we go to over here, so we're gonna go over to this Flappy. So what we need to do, go to file and then build setting. So what you have to do, you have to drag the scene you want to go. Okay, it should be here. Okay, if it's not here, then you won't able to go to that scene. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna drag the scene into this. Okay, we're gonna drag the scene into this, and we're gonna go to this Flappy scene. As you know, as we know, we Flappy scene, we have the bird and those pipes. So we want to go this as in, we have to pass the name, or you can pass the index as well. As you can see, Flappy, which is index is 2, or you can pass the name as well. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to menu scene again. Okay, and we're gonna replace this by some Flappy, as we seen. Okay, Flappy, or you can pass the index as well, you can replace by this with the index. So we're gonna leave it as it is. So control S on your keyboard and head back to Unity. You will able to see when we play the press the play button. Okay, click the play button, we will able to see, we will go over to Flappy scene or the game scene that we want to go, in that we want to go. Okay, so just wait for to compile. Okay, wait for to compile, and if we hit play, okay, if we hit play and if we click on the play button, we will able to go in the Flappy scene or the game scene. Okay, so or the level. So if we press the play button, as you can see, we are in the game scene. So that's working. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do with exit button as well. So in the editor, you won't able to see when the application you made, if you press the exit button, it will quit the game. So what we have to do, so firstly what we're gonna do, we're gonna make prefab of this game object. Okay, so if we let's suppose if we delete from the scene view or the hierarchy, as you know, we won't able to restore that. Okay, so what we have to do, make a prefab folder and select the main menu and drag it into that prefab folder. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna work on this exit button. So we're gonna make another function for exit button, and we're gonna add event. As you know, we also have this event on click event. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make a function for exit button. So we're gonna call this public void something like exit button. Okay, exit button, and you have to make this first bracket and this curly brackets. So what we're gonna do, it won't happen if we press this exit button, the game won't get quit in Unity editor. Once you made the application, when you press this exit button, the game will quit. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna firstly print out a message if it's working or not. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna pass debug.log something like exit or quit, something like that. Okay, and we have to use this application. Okay, application dot quit. Basically this means we are quitting the game. So once you made the application, okay, once you build the application, so exit button, as you can see, we just if we press the when we press the exit button, okay, when we click on the exit button, firstly we're gonna call this exit button function. Okay, we're gonna call exit button function. So exit button function, what it will do, it will firstly print out the message, as you can see, exit in the console, and then we are quitting the application. But in the editor it won't happen. Once you done, or once you made the application, okay, if you press the exit button, it will exit the game. Okay, so control S on your keyboard to save this. Okay, and head again to Unity. So we need to hook up the script to this exit button on click event. As you can see, when we click, we're gonna trigger that function. So what we have to do, hit the plus icon, and we have attached the main menu script to our main menu game object. So we need to drag this game object. So we need to drag this game object, and you can see which is no function. So we're gonna call the function. We're gonna firstly go over to main menu script, and then we call this exit button function as we made. So if we now hit play, and if we select the console, when we click the exit button, okay, when we click the exit button, so the exit button function will get triggered, or it will get called. Okay, and as you know, we just printing out the exit message in the console. So if I click on the exit, as you can say exit, but in editor it won't get quit. Okay, once you made the application, okay, once you build, and then if you click on the exit, it will exit the game. Okay, so I hope you get the idea about this. So if you did, if you enjoyed this series or this video in general, give a thumbs up and share it with your friends who just want to learn Unity in 2024 from the beginning. Okay, if you are new to my channel, then you can subscribe for future tutorials, and if you want to support me, you can support me on patreon.com. Okay, and lastly, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Okay, goodbye.